one of the things that happened was that several students wanted to transfer out to continue their education. There were some backroom politics that went on to try to prevent that to a certain degree. So what happened was a few people had the idea, kind of came out, moved on it quickly. As that began to percolate through the population of students, more people began to realize that was possible. More people began to try.
Do that,
and that is when that's when the gloves came off to a large degree in terms of
the aggressiveness.
The aggressiveness, because the school is looking at this and saying we're about to lose all our students, and again, I won't comment on what their motivation was, but they could see that there were
stress in both directions.
They were about to lose the students,
yeah,
and so then they began to get much more aggressive about retaining the students. So people, for example, might be accepted to transfer somewhere, and then all of a sudden receive word that your transfer has been rescinded.
Yeah.
Because they called us
because the school you're coming from was rescinding.
No, because the school you're going to, the school you're coming from had no right to interfere with your transfer.
But where you were going.
But the backroom politics were, if this person calls that person, these two people are colleagues, they're going to have to work with each other in the future.
Right.
So if you, from their perspective, right, if you kind of stick a knife in them now, right, then later there's not going to be a good relationship.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening was, for example, there was one student that had been accepted to transfer somewhere a little bit further east in the southeast. He was ready to start. He got a call the day before he was supposed to start his new place saying, sorry, your place has been rescinded. You're going to need to move to Houston.
The day before?
The day before,
wow.
100%. And he was the only person that ended up in that type of situation. So it was like a commitment was made, and then the commitment was withdrawn, and the reason for it had nothing to do with the qualifications of the individual, how good they were, none of that.
It was this other
It was entirely politics. It was all politics. And so, but I think my point in telling you that story is that was the first time that in very unvarnished fashion, we had a glimpse of what the whole thing was really about.